Hello and welcome. Today we are going to talk about OSS and BSS modernisation as the keys to your business growth. Today we have Ranjani Balakrishnan from OSS BSS Portfolio Ericsson to share insights on how Ericsson supports CSPs in modernising their OSS BSS systems and unlocking the full potential of 5G through AI-driven automation, unified data strategies, and autonomous network capabilities. A big welcome to you, Ranjani. Given that change is the only constant in our industry, where should CSPs be focusing their attention to achieve better business outcomes?
As you rightly said, change is the only constant, and the pace of change is only going to intensify as we go forward. So with this change, we have continuous evolution, continuous innovation, which is important not just to our customers, but also to us. And together, we, with this evolution of networks, are unleashing multiple opportunities and new capabilities by modernizing legacy infrastructures, by embracing cloud, AI, automation, and relying on scalable and flexible architectures. While these do remain challenges, I think they also pose a fantastic opportunity with the evolution of networks and IT, and skill set, and the changing market dynamics. So I guess it's the best time for us to embrace change. And 5G changes not only the services that we deliver as a telecommunications industry, but it also changes how OSS and BSS make these services real and revenue generating.
Okay, now how is Ericsson helping CSPs thrive as they switch to 5G?
So 5G changes everything or nothing. It depends on your OSS and BSS. So we see that this evolution is bringing two new paradigms. One, the business paradigm, which is differentiated connectivity. And secondly, the operations paradigm, which is the autonomous networks. Talking about differentiated connectivity first, it basically deals with what the CSPs are selling. Now, talking about autonomous networks, that deals with how these services are delivered. So we're talking at every point in time to deliver towards an intent. When we talk about an intent, we mean not just the customer's intent or an enterprise's intent. The intent can also be an objective, the business objective of a CSP. So we're seeing how these different intents come together, how they're not really conflicting with each other, and how we can realize this intent throughout the different layers of business, service, and resource. You have on one side these new avenues that are opening up, but on the other side, you have the inherent need to simplify the complexity for the customers. It's all about how you are going to enable CSPs to sell, to deliver, and to get paid. And that is what we as Ericsson OSS BSS showcase through our customer demos and interact and engage with our customers to support them on this journey towards their transformation.
Okay. You're talking a lot about transformation. And do you mean a single digital transformation?
So we see 5 different transformations when it comes to OSS and BSS. The first transformation is about making data more useful. We talk a lot about AI, but your AI is only as good as your data is. So you need to unify the data ecosystems. You need to support a multitude of different data sources, work across multiple modes of data processing, correlation, and ingestion to make your data actually AI ready. So we are accelerating data pipeline creation. We're also now making the data work for us. So we're making the data more purposeful towards AI. So the Ericsson Telco Data Ops platform is key in making your data move from just data management to data with a purpose in that sense. The second area of transformation that we see is about letting AI solve real problems. We talk a lot about AI, it's very topical, but in the end, it's all about delivering on the use cases and solving the problems that our customers have. So we would have ready-made AI solutions, embedded AI capabilities, but we always see the need to have bespoke solutions to cater to our customer needs. So we are talking about leveraging the power of agentic AI in order to realize these capabilities and in the end increasing the operational efficiency, reducing cost, and helping our CSPs make informed decisions. So when we show them the demos on how we actually support in accelerating the industrialization of AI, that's something that immediately strikes a chord with our customers. The third transformation is deliver as fast as you can sell. So we have all of these different services, but you need to deliver to the intent, deliver to match the objectives on the kind of service experience that our customers and enterprise users will have. And this involves service orchestration and assurance. So all your services need to be fulfilled, provisioned, activated across different domains, and more importantly, in multi-vendor environments. And in order to enable these services to be activated, what's really important is to know the real-time underlying view of your network, to know what the network topology is like. So here we rely on unified, real-time federated inventory in the form of our Ericsson adaptive inventory. The fourth area of transformation is be easy to buy from and get paid. So what you're doing basically in essence is you have all of these services, you need to be able to sell it, and you need to be able to bring partners on board as CSPs to accelerate your partner-led growth. You need to have ease of partner onboarding, flexible partner offer co-creation, and so on. So once you've created these different services, you need to also have an easy way for the customers and enterprises alike to buy these services of the CSPs. So accelerate the sales process. And in the end, you need a reliable, scalable, and highly resilient monetization platform that helps you monetize at real time. Now, all of this being said, the fifth area of transformation is staying ahead of your business. So any transformation needs to be holistic, interdisciplinary, and cater to end-to-end lifecycle management. So unless these 5 areas of transformation are taken care of, I think we will not be able to move away from the traditional barriers that we only know so well.
Okay, so there are 5 distinct areas and they all need to work together. None of them are in isolation. Okay, so what problems can you solve here? How do you make experiences better? And I'm thinking about better for consumers, better for partners, better for the CSPs themselves. And maybe we could look at some examples.
So in this case, a concert is a good example because you can then talk about different type of needs when it comes to services. You have the need for backstage communications, you have the need for broadcasting, you have the need for immersive fan engagement, each of it with its own distinctive performance characteristics, so each with its own type of intent. And now we'll have to make sure that these different intents are fulfilled throughout the service experience. So let's start off. Firstly, the CSP will have to design for these type of unforgettable experiences. So they need to design products and services. We're helping them through our core commerce portfolio to design with intent. So basically, they need to communicate their design strategy for creating such services in a conversational manner. And then the intelligent product creation assistant is then transforming all this input that it gets from the conversations with the product managers into tangible services, tying them to their distinctive performance capabilities. So now you've designed these services and you need to be able to sell them, right? So we are, in this case, let's say having an enterprise customer, the event promoter, coming to the CSP and saying, okay, these are the different services I need to conduct a concert at this location with so many number of people. Through our AI-enabled guided selling process, we are then accelerating the process of sales. We are doing a sort of efficient offer composition, catering to the needs of this event promoter and completing the sales process. So once this type of event-based differentiated connectivity services are sold to the enterprise customer, you need to actually be able to orchestrate it, to fulfill it, to provision it, and to activate it across different domains in multi-vendor environments. So these services are then activated, but you also need to continuously monitor such that you're giving a superior service experience, right? That's where our agentic AI-powered closed-loop automation comes into the picture, wherein you have these agents that are continuously monitoring the service experience. They're trying to predict a certain type of degradation that could potentially occur, and preemptively they're trying to fix all these degradations that are likely to occur, which will cause some kind of experience disruption for the people that are using these services. So here we are enabling a seamless experience, unforgettable experiences for the concert goers, but at the same time we're also enabling CSPs to sell not only to enterprise customers, but we're also enabling them to bring partners on board with ease. So let's say we have automated camera systems that are going to aid in this broadcasting, cloud systems that are going to be storing all of this broadcast data and so on. And for all of these different parties, you need real-time monetization. You need to make money from the people that are paying for the different services that they're experiencing, your enterprise customers, in this case, the event promoter that's buying these services, but also real-time revenue sharing with our partners. So for all of this, you need flexible monetization models, but you also need a resilient monetization platform to enable this.
Okay, and could you give us examples of what steps customers are taking to manage complex use cases in the real world?
So we have AT&T that is working with us on the IoT Marketplace. So they work on bringing on board the capability to rate and charge for IoT devices, for provisioning, and for contracting these different IoT providers. We have T-Mobile US that is leading the way to accelerate 5G monetization and gear up for 6G. So they are working on intent-based monetization powered by charging and billing evolved. They're also looking to unify their data ecosystem with Ericsson Telco Data Ops platform. We also have Telstra that's collaborating with Ericsson in order to make a headway into this autonomous networks journey. So following the intent blueprint across the business, service, and resource layers, they're working with us in order to be able to reach the stage of adaptive autonomy. So these are a few examples of customers that are, working with us and having certain components in place that are going to help them reach to their desired level of autonomy.
Okay, so it's very interesting that such different use cases and different operators in different situations with different goals, and you're able to address them as required for good business outcomes. Thank you very much for the insights.
Thank you, Annie.